I bought AMD at the start of the day, right around here at 53. I want to say 64ish, and I bought the $54 call just because I saw the momentum was going up, the squeeze was going up, everything was lining up, and it crashed a little bit. So I could have gotten it actually a lot lower, but nonetheless, I still made money. So I bought right around here. It dropped down a little bit, so I could have bought here had I waited. But what happened was it recovered, and then it went up slightly higher, went down, and then towards the end of the day, started to taper down again. But since my theory and my game plan was to day trade it, I ended up selling it right up here, right at the top. So I think I made $75. Yeah. So with my $500 I put in to do the day trade, I made $75, which is not bad. It's about 18%. Now I'm going to see what's going to happen tomorrow, and I'll probably use this 500 day trade again tomorrow and make a little bit more money now that the SPY is starting to pick up. You can see the yellow line is about to cross this purple line on the SPY, so it should be going up probably tomorrow. There's good news that the federal government is going to start doing a secondary corporate buyback. That's the first time they've ever done it. It's going to for sure boost the market. You can see on the squeeze that the bars are getting taller and taller, meaning the buying is going to start accelerating really, really quickly. So nonetheless, I wanted to have cash flow to get some really good day trades. This was another day trade I was talking about last Saturday. It was Oxy. So had you have gotten Oxy at the beginning of the day, it had gotten at like 1762. It went up to 1946, 47-ish. That would have been a 2x. So had I gotten to Oxy at the beginning of the day, I would have taken the 2x. But nonetheless, I'm just really happy I made money on the AMD. I have cash flow again. So if I do see another day trade that looks good just like this one, I'd probably take it. Looks like the yellow line just crossed on it. So depending on how the momentum goes, it's bull flagging tomorrow. I might actually day trade this one. If not, I'm going to do some scans tonight and do some more day trades. VIX is going down, so my long shot VIX put, yellow line is touching the purple line. It's about to go down. So I bought VIX at 82. It's 134. I should be making a whole lot of my money back with VIX. As far as the AMD 58 call, I'm just looking for probably like a $57 AMD and then break even on it. Pfizer, I probably lose the $180 investment I did on it. That's okay because I'll make money from my day trades. Hertz, I did Hertz basically on a whim, thinking that there was going to be a squeeze here when this yellow line touched this purple line, but the market decided to crash. So had I known that, I should have already sold it because I knew it was going to be a bankruptcy company. But what I was trying to hope for was these people that were pumping it in and playing it like a penny stock when they did their $1 billion, their $1 billion raise. I was hoping that some penny stock players would come in and buy it, push it up a little bit from the 381 to right around $4, and then I was going to flip it for about a $30 profit just because I only had $30 cash flow. Nonetheless, this is probably going to expire worthless on Hertz. Not too worried about that. So Pfizer, Hertz is doing all right. I believe Work is my other contract. Work is still hovering below the 3244, which is the pink gravitational line. It's been sideways for quite a bit, so really it's going to depend on what the SPY does. And if the SPY is doing a V-shaped recovery, it looks like Work will probably follow in the lead. So I'm just waiting on that. Overall, the portfolio is, if we take away the $500, it's about $600. So it basically, down for $87 since last Friday. So basically pretty much broke even with what I started with last week just because of the crash and a really unfortunate play that I did because I just was neglecting watching the VIX. So had I actually watched the VIX, I would have known once again that the VIX crossed on last Tuesday, and then it pretty much kept going up. And then last Wednesday, which is after the Tuesday warning of the VIX, last Wednesday, that's when the SPY started crashing. So had I caught this and caught that, I would have known. I would have bought VIX calls. I would have made 10x here, and then as the SPY is going up, I would have had cash flow to just do do a lot more day trades this week. But nonetheless, now I know, and that's going to be something I'm going to be watching for in the future. But there's definitely a lot to learn. So as this yellow line crosses this purple line on the AMD 1 hour period, I believe AMD should have a pretty good recovery. Let's look at the Fibonacci sequence. So let's draw it right about there. So it's hovering right around 54.77, which is acting as a resistance point. As it crosses this, it'll probably shoot up to 55 and then 56, and then it'll trace somewhere between 57 and 58. So I think that could happen depending on the SPY. So if we draw from the SPY's peak to the base, let's draw it right about here. We'll say that, remove this Fibonacci, we'll see that the SPY is breaking the 306.28 resistance. As it goes there, it'll go to 309, 312. So just like here on AMD, I want AMD to be right around $58 roughly, so I can make some money on my $58 call. We'll need SPY to get pretty close to 317, 315ish. So depending on how SPY rallies, AMD could rally differently from the SPY, or it could be rallying with the SPY. So I want to say between SPY 315 to 318, that's going to be about where AMD is going to get pretty close to 58, probably exit. And I'm wanting that to happen before this Friday, so that I can be profitable on those AMD calls. But if you learned anything, you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, send me a message if you need help learning something. But stay tuned for the next videos, and I'll keep you guys updated as far as how the market's going and how the trades are going.